Yes, dear students, in this video I am going to define and explain angular velocity. Here in figure, a body is moving on circular path. At time t1 it is at point A with respect to and at point B at time t2. The position of body with respect to x-axis is given by position vector r1, and at time t2 the position vector r2. Actually, while telling vector, I told you polar coordinates. Here vector r1 and theta1 are called polar coordinate of position of A. So when body keep on moving, these polar coordinate changes, and that change in angular position per unit time is called angular velocity. So we can write here when a body moves, when a body moves on circular path, then angular position of body with respect to a certain direction keeps on changing. This change in angular position per unit time is called angular velocity. Just I defined linear velocity v. I have defined v as dr upon dt, change in position vector per unit time. Here also position is measured in terms of angle with respect to x-axis. Suppose here we can take y-axis, no problem, but we have to fix a particular direction. So change in angular position of a body when body moves on circular path is called angular velocity. Now, how to measure it? Now, if at time t1 at point A, whose angular position, if at time t1 if at time t1 body is at point A, whose angular position with respect to x-axis is theta1, and it goes to point B, whose position with respect to x-axis is theta2. Then it goes to find v equation that is theta 2 at time t2. At time t2, then average angular velocity of the body is given by omega. This is not W, we should speak it omega. Average is equal to theta 2 minus theta 1 upon T2 minus T1. This is the change in angular motion in time interval T2 minus T1. Why are it in average? It may happen that body may be moving with different speed. So it is average. Or we write it as what? Omega average is equal to delta theta upon delta t. I have explained you may feel little lengthy, but to understand the facts, we have to go to incomplete rotation. A fellow met me before one day, and he was appreciating that you have started YouTube channel. But sir, he said me, but please don't teach as usual. Do something extra which the student need. That's why I am trying my best to explain the facts. Otherwise in class omega delta theta upon delta कहकर आदमी छुट्टी करता है. Even I have noticed definition of velocity, linear velocity is not properly defined in classroom. They say speed in particular direction is velocity. No, that is totally absolute wrong version of velocity. So it is average angular velocity. Average. Now there is one term instantaneous. Instantaneous angular velocity क्या होगा? Instantaneous velocity is again average angular velocity. Average angular velocity which is taken over a very small interval of time. Dear, I am very clear about this. People keep on talking this in place of very small. They keep on talking infinitesimally small, and that make a lot of confusion. Small interval means very small means some interval which is negligible to a big interval. For example, for interval of 20 minutes, interval of 10 seconds may be infinitesimally small or very small, because in that interval velocity change negligible, can be assumed negligible, and hence we write instantaneous angular velocity is given by omega is equal to limit delta t tending to 0 small interval delta theta upon delta t, or we write it as omega is equal to d theta upon dt. Now SI unit of angular velocity is radian per second. As radian is dimensionless or per second only. Per second only. This S will be small here. Per second. Per second means something happening per any time. That is also called frequency. And therefore, angular velocity in omega is sometimes called as angular frequency. Angular frequency. Not frequency, angular frequency. What is angular frequency? Angular velocity is also called. Because radian is dimensionless. Now, note this. You will not get this word sentence in books. Perhaps NCERT has stated somewhere, but not very clearly, especially not written. Angular velocity. Angular velocity is an axial vector. वेक्टर है कौन सा? एक्सियल वेक्टर. Axial vector. Why? You know, the thing which rotates, that rotates always around a particular axis. Like your bicycle wheel rotates around axis of the imaginary line around which body rotates is called axial rotation. If this body here is rotating this way, it is called anti-clockwise. And if you take a screw and place here at right angle to this plane of circle and rotate the screw in the direction of rotation of body, then it will linear motion of the nut on screw head will be along omega. Means if body rotating like this, then angular velocity will be normal to plane of circle and outward here. I have told you any vector here in this figure to be represented which is normal to plane of circle and outward, that is shown this way. So direction of angular velocity is this way. But here we have not written it omega vector equal to d theta per arrow का, because angle is not vector quantity. इसके लिए फिर हमें d theta upon dt और n cap लगाना पड़ेगा. Omega जो d theta upon n cap is unit vector whose direction is determined by right-handed screw rule. Right-handed body rotates this way, then omega normal to plane of circle outward. If body rotates clockwise like this, then omega is normal and into it. Cross means into, and we show like this. So please note, I am trying my best to give my best solution to students. And dear students, I am working for those students here who can't approach a good school, who can't approach a good teacher, who can teach you everything. So please subscribe my videos and my channel. It will benefit you a lot. In my teaching life, I have gone through good thoughts and good people I met, but many problems I could understand myself only. Nobody could explain me. Nobody tells even direction of acceleration. I have told in my videos. Acceleration, linear acceleration is also vector quantity, you know. And direction of acceleration, I have told many times, is along v2 minus v1. I have never read any book in which this stress is given there. Direction of acceleration is along v2 minus v1. Similarly, direction of angular velocity is normal to plane of circle and outward if body is moving anti-clockwise. If wheel is rotating anti-clockwise, angular velocity normal to wheel and outward clockwise into this. This is our own assumption. Scientists people have taken this thing vector to understand many facts are there which will come across in rotational motion. Now, if however a body rotates on circular path with constant speed, if a body rotates on circular path with constant speed and completes one revolution, you can say revolution or rotation, एक ही बात है, the same thing, revolution or rotation in time t, then angular velocity is given by omega is equal to 2 pi upon t. Why 2 pi? I gave one video here uploaded. Angle, I defined angle 2 pi radian. This is 2 pi radian, which we are habitual of telling 360 degree. So 2 pi radian is the angle rotated in one computation, and 1 upon t here is called number of revolution per second, per unit time, revolution per unit time is equal to, we write n, number of revolution per unit time. So we can write omega equal to 2 pi n also. In our NCERT book, angular velocity generally given in terms of number of revolution per second, and is told that body is moving on circular path at speed of 120 revolution per minute. So people assume it angular velocity. No, it is frequency revolution per minute. The book, because it is method to tell the speed, we can tell the speed in any manner. तो ओमेगा 2 पाई n की जगह सिर्फ दे से बॉडी रोटेट्स विद स्पीड 120 revolution per minute. तो दिस 120 per minute is n. तो n पर सेकंड क्या होगा 120 upon 60 rps, यानी कि 2 rps. rps means revolution per second, and if you put it here 2 here, then omega come out 4 pi radian per second. For example, I ask you, the clock has 3 needles. Second needles complete 1 revolution in 60 seconds. Therefore, angular velocity of second needle is 2 pi upon 60 pi by 30 radian per second. The minute needle complete 1 hour, so that is 2 pi radian per hour. The hour needle complete 1 revolution 12 hours. 12 hours. Therefore, angular velocity of 12 hours is 2 pi upon 20 pi by 6 radian per hour. Lowest velocity. Similarly, Earth complete 1 revolution. Earth rotates about axis in 24 hours. So its omega is 2 pi upon 24, यानी pi upon 12 radian per hour, radian per hour. So this is all about angular velocity. Please learn and understand the facts carefully and apply them carefully. Thank you. We'll meet in next video with more information about angular velocity and linear velocity.